welcome to today's Wellness Wednesday. We are going to be talking about how to manage our stress today. So get ready. We are live. Who is ready for some DIYs?
I maybe overfilled a couple of them.
We want you to become empowered to know what you're purchasing because you know that's only going to help you be able to help your family. And we're back. Here we go. Guys, I haven't ever heard really what you think about this new intro that Danny's put together. I want to hear. Let us know what you think of it. I think it's kind of fun. What I think is fun is Danny now has a screen up there that I get to see, and it's all big. And my favorite part of that intro was when Paul and I are like, oh. I like it. Okay, guys. So, good evening from Kansas, JCMS718. That's YouTube. And Retha, hi from Indianapolis. Allie from Michigan. Ooh, we have, wait, it's going too fast. Becky from Puerto Rico, fun. Amanda says we're moving up. Oh, good, a lot of people are loving it. Oh, good. Mary from Oklahoma, welcome you guys. Diana from Oregon, who do we have on Instagram?
Petty Greg from Brazil. Shani DeCory from Canada.
Well, look at that. All of our international customers right there on Instagram. Well, welcome, guys. Okay, so today, we are going to be talking about, this is live. Sorry, guys. It's a new thing, and I get easily squirrel, right?
If I need to turn it, I can. This is what they are going to see. That's
cool. I can see myself live, and normally I can't, you guys, because there's like at least an 8-second delay, so that's kind of interesting. Dale says, hi there, Retha, need the stress help. Great. So, not great that you need stress help, but great that that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay, so the whole 5 natural ways to manage your stress is a blog post that we wrote. It was put out a couple of days ago, I believe, and you can find it at planttherapy.com/blog. So you can pull it up and look at it after the video or during if you want to follow along. But we're just going to talk about some of the things that were written in the blog post. They're 5 ideas, and then kind of how I either incorporate them or how I change it up to work for me personally. And then I want to hear from you guys to know what you do, what works for you. If you need any help or suggestions, you know, that's what we're here for, is to help you out. So that's what we're going to do today. Yay, we're excited. Okay, so in the blog post, it says, and I really liked this, according to the American Psychological Association, stress occurs when you perceive that demands placed on you, such as work, school, or relationships, exceed your ability to cope. And when you think about stress, sometimes even thinking about stress is a bit overwhelming, right? And I really liked the way that that was worded, like when you feel like your demands are just too much, right? You can't cope with them. The demands are too high. And that often happens at home. It often happens at work. And for, lots of different reasons, we find ourselves feeling overwhelmed, like that demand is too much and we can't cope with it. And sometimes that demand can be a long-lasting demand. Sometimes it can be, just a deadline that we have to finish by the end of the day. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter because that stress level can instantly pop in and then we feel overwhelmed and it's hard to get back on track. So Justine says, my ability to cope always is always exceeded. Justine. Okay, so we list ways that you can kind of help reduce that stress. So the first one is, in order to decompress from stress, take a break from whatever you are stressing out, okay? And that, in the blog post, it specifically says sometimes that's easier said than done, right? So I was thinking about, we talk about like, some more stay-at-home parent kind of stresses because I used to be a stay-at-home mom I worked at home actually. Maybe some of you don't know this. So I've worked for Plant Therapy for, Ashley, I'm scratching my jeans. Ashley, she doesn't like when people scratch her jeans, and I forget. So I have worked for Plant Therapy for over 5 years now. And maybe in the first 4 years, I worked in the office for maybe 6 months, but only a couple times a week. So it was very limited. Other than that, I have worked at home completely while working for plant therapy. And I have 3 children, and that caused a lot of stress. Working a full-time job, 3 children, it was overwhelming. And it has took me almost 5 years to figure it out, but I've now kind of managed, with the help of my husband and my children and working with them, managed to figure out what works best for me and for my family. And I now work in the office 3 days a week. So I don't work 40 hours a week. I work 30 hours a week, and it's in the office, and I love work, and it's really important to me, which is why it was important for me to figure out how to work and also be able to, you know, spend a lot of time with my children. So what was the point of that? Oh, the point was, squirrel. I might do that a lot. The point is that we have different sections for like work stress, stay at home, how you can get away from that. And I've had to figure that out, and now I have to get away from both work stress and stay at home stress, because I kind of do both. But so some of the things that okay, so it says you need to kind of give yourself a timeout from the stress, right? Separate yourself from that condition or that situation. So at home, when you are a stay-at-home parent, that's hard to do when you have children. It's hard to separate. How many moms, and I want to raise a hand, how many moms have locked themselves in a bathroom or a bedroom or something? And I want 2 raised hands if you have done that with chocolate in your hands. Okay? Here we go. Anybody doing it with me? Yeah, that's me, right?
My wife is watching, because that happens every day.
Danny has twins. Both of his wives, both of her hands are going up. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people saying yes. So it's hard, right? It's hard to get away from your children. And don't get me wrong, I love my children, but sometimes they're when that demand seems overwhelming, and it happens when you're raising these human beings to be, you know, human beings that can cope in this world and do great things. That is a lot of demand on someone, and that seems like it exceeds what we can cope with often, at least for me. And so how you get away from that, that's hard. So one of the ways, you know, I know a lot of our customers really like our worry-free essential oil and use inhalers a lot with this. And that when the nice thing about inhalers is you can use it like on the go, right? So it can be in your purse, in your pocket, can be at your desk. So anytime you need, you know, lock yourself in a bathroom, take that with you and just inhale for a minute, right? Take deep breaths and just inhale and just kind of calm down. So some of the things that I personally like to do is I like taking baths. I don't take them very often, but when I do, they are usually like an hour and a half long. I basically don't get out of the bath until the water's cold, right? Or like getting where I'm like, this isn't fun anymore. It's getting too cold. I love taking baths. It's really relaxing for me, and it's a way that I can just escape, right, from everything. I usually do it like late at night after the kids are asleep, and I can just kind of like breathe, take a deep breath. The day is ending. I can just kind of refocus myself in a bath. So I really like to do baths. I also like to go on date nights with my husband. Sometimes I just need that one-on-one with my husband, that adult, that friendship, and just go on that date night and just focus on, you know, being me for a minute, which I can do with my husband. Instead of a mom, or instead of, you know, plant therapy brand manager, instead of that, you know, I can just be me. So that helps me a lot. Another thing I like to do is I'm the kind of person that has to remove myself completely from the situation. So not just locking myself in my bathroom or something, but I have to completely remove myself from my house, especially if my house is like extra dirty and I'm just being overwhelmed. If I can remove myself, it's like if I can't see it, I forget about it, right? And so we take our families, you know, my husband is a vice principal at a high school here, and so we'll take the whole family to like a ball game or something and all kind of get away from the house and just enjoy some time together and take, you know, just those couple of hours to just enjoy it and not stress, and then know that when we do go back home that we can then refocus and accomplish the things that we need to do. So that really works for me. Amanda said she needs a date night. Annette said she needs this so bad. Guys, if you're having ideas of things that work for you, Amber says Target. with an exclamation point and a heart. We have to do things that work for us. So again, just decompressing, taking yourself away from that situation is one of the ways that you can do it. Let's see. The second way we talk about to kind of, decompress from stress is to get active. So for those who have been watching the live videos for a while, you know that I have recently started working out. It's been about 4 months now, and I have a workout group, text group that we kind of hold each other accountable for. And just a couple days ago, my sister-in-law's like, if this is the endorphins, if this is how I feel with endorphins from working out, I would hate to know how I felt when I didn't work out, because she's still kind of on a low. And but I think for me, it doesn't seem like it's as much about working out as it is about the routine and the support I'm getting from my exercise group that I do it with. And but I think anytime you get up and moving and, get those endorphins running, I mean, that's been scientifically shown to, help people with stress and help people with depression, all of that kind of thing. Just get those endorphins moving, get up moving. That has been help. But for me, I feel like the biggest is the routine, putting a routine into place, something I can look forward to, something that I know is going to happen, that's like kind of stable when, work can be crazy or life with kids can be crazy. Like I know that 6:15 in the morning on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I get up and exercise. Like it just becomes a routine. So that's really been helpful for me. And as part of the New Year, New You, and we came out with our New Year, New You set, that set, like, when I did the unboxing and I told you that set was specifically created with our customers in mind on how to help you. So the energy synergy, the relax, like how to help you kind of decompress from stress, and focus on yourself. Give yourself just a couple minutes to focus on you to kind of get away from all the craziness of life. So energy in the morning, to help you with those workouts, or maybe after work to give you a little bit of energy to go on a walk or something before dinner, anything like that. We really thought of those oils specifically for our customers and how each one can just help you individually.
Shannon D. Corey wants to know, how long did it take you to get used to working out?
It took me a good 4 weeks. I was exhausted for a good 4 weeks. Physically, mentally, emotionally. Working out, waking up in the morning, so I'm not a morning person, it took everything out of me. And it took me a good 4 weeks before I felt like it finally was a routine and it became just part of what I did, in those mornings, and kind of became a part of who I was. But a good 4 weeks it took. Yeah, it was longer than I expected. Andrea says she gardens, grows herbs and flowers. That is not me personally. But I do have a garden during the summer, and I love being able to look at something and know that, like, have like a physical vision of accomplishing something, right? So when you see that bell pepper, and it's hanging off of the plant and you feel accomplished, right? Like, I do love that about gardening.
Do your chickens bring you that release? It's almost like a garden.
My chickens did. They used to, but now they're just driving me crazy because one of them keeps pooping in the nesting box and I can't get it to stop. Okay, let's see. Another one. The third one that is talked about in the blog is laughter is the best medicine. So sometimes when I talk about how I have to like physically remove myself, right? Sometimes I just have to forget about all of it. And so laughter can help. I love like playing card games with my kids because it's entertaining. We're laughing a lot. We're just having fun. So it's like, forget about the dishes, forget about the laundry, forget about all of that for a minute, forget about whatever stressful thing happened at work and just be in that moment. And I think that that's kind of what laughing does, right? Like you can't laugh and be thinking about something miserable. Like it doesn't work hand in hand. So laughing makes you focus on in that moment because it just like kind of overtakes your whole entire body, right? When you laugh, it's not just like one kind of sense. It like takes over all of it when you laugh. And so I think it makes you be in that moment to kind of forget about everything else for a moment. So Danny, has a little surprise for us, and I haven't seen this, you guys, but he has a little surprise for us on how, to get you to laugh.
Right.
That's what the surprise is. He's going to make you laugh.
So,
I hope.
Just a little bit of a backstory here. We are just finishing up, we just finished filming our first season of product videos, and those can be pretty stressful.
They can be.
And Retha is in front of the camera the entire time, and she did amazing. So here are some bloopers from that.
I haven't seen these, you guys.
Are you guys ready? And I'll try to get this the sound so that you guys can hear it on Instagram. You guys ready?
Maybe, whoa! It would help if the sprayer was turned on. Let's try that again. I forgot what I was gonna say. A question we hear all the time is, I don't know what the next line is. He was like, "Hey, read it," last time, and I was like, "It's upside down, Daddy."
I can't read that.
Add all ingredients. I don't know why I did that. Here's an easy DIY for an effective... Am I doing deer eyes?
No, you're not. Yeah.
I've had a little bit of practice. Peppermint is known. Let's start that over. Season synergy. Start over. 2 in my lot. I'm just gonna start over. Some of the best uses. Nope. Not smile. For zits. Okay. One more.
Yep.
At least. It's a good thing there was at least 2 good ones in there. And the third way I like to use vetiver is in a body rub to relax muscle. Two eyes are better than 4 eyes and 4 ears. Woo! See ya! Yeah. Add rapid relief to your favorite carrier oil, lotion. I don't know that word.
You're awesome. What'd you think?
That was really good.
Did I say calm enough towards the end?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if it didn't make you guys laugh, it made, I know, the deer eyes. So Alyssa, she's commenting on my deer eyes. The very first product video we did was lavender, and we had a lady come and was helping us, and she said I had like deer eyes, like my eyes were like all intense as I was focusing on the camera, and so every once in a while I'm like, am I doing the deer eyes? Like I feel like I'm doing the deer eyes. Oh, that's so funny. Thank you, Danny. So laughter is the best medicine, right? I just love being able to like just have your whole entire body like lose control. That's what I feel like laughing, especially with babies. Who loves to see babies laugh? Like, oh my goodness, their whole entire body laughs. I love it. If we could all laugh like babies more often, that'd be awesome. Okay,
as long
so
as you can laugh like them
and not
do some of the other things they do.
Oh goodness, you guys, we don't have any fun around here. Nope, it's boring as heck. Talk about stress. Just kidding. Okay, so the fourth way that we can help with our stress, to get rid of stress, is social support, right? So I'm telling you, you guys, that's one of the reasons that I love my job so much. Okay, so not only do I work with awesome people, I mean, you always get to like hear Danny and Ashley up here when Paul's up here, right? But I also get to work with my family. So I think it's extra, I feel extra special, right? That I get to sit in an office with my brother and brother-in-law all day. And my husband's best friend is in the office right next to me, and his window's right there. And so we're always, you know, making jokes and things like that. And it's nice that when there's a stressful situation at work or something, like I have my brother that I can go to and talk to. Like, it's an amazing thing. But not everybody has that, but we really do have a great support system, and just like really, I mean, we love who we work with, right guys? Danny, please say yes. Since he works mostly with me. We do love who we work with. But then, like I said, with my exercise group, that is such a support system for me, and it keeps me going, and keeps me wanting to push myself and enjoying the exercise when it's not always that fun, and getting new ideas. And so family and friends, spouses, your children can be an amazing support group. I love, especially my 9-year-old, laying down in bed next to him, and his mind just, is just, I don't know. He has a very unique, creative, just entertaining mind, and just listening to him talk before bed is like fantastic. I love doing it. Linda says, Facebook oily groups to the rescue. I know I can vent when I need to. We have so many groups that are Facebook groups that our customers have created for places that they can go and share information and talk about their love, or whatever it might be about essential oils. And it's just amazing to me how well those groups do on Facebook, because you're right, you do get that support. And Plant Therapy created Safe Essential Oil Recipes, which is a Facebook group, and it has like, I don't know, 70-some thousand members or something crazy ridiculous like that on it now. But it is just a place that you can go and know that you can share ideas and ask questions and get information, and your knowledge can grow. It's just really nice to have that support group. Tyler says, I need to move to Idaho. You do need to move to Idaho. Yes, Tyler, I agree. Okay, guys, so the last one, the 5th one, is reflect and meditate. And so Ellen Brenner is one of our aromatherapists, and this is something that she has talked to me about a few times, and she writes about it on her blog, and I have never been one to enjoy meditation at all. And I remember one time on a phone, Ellen, if you're watching, tell me if you remember. Oh, Tyler says our Safe Essential Oil Recipes group has 82,000 members. So I was way low. Anyways, one time on a phone conversation, we were talking about meditation. I was talking about meditation with Ellen, and I said, this is my meditation. I've never been into meditation. My brain's way too wild, I think, for meditation. But my thing is, when I'm having a really, especially kind of a stressful day, one of my favorite things to do is get in my car. Danny maybe knows this about me, and turn the radio on as loud as my ears can handle and just listen to really loud music. Like, I seriously feel like that's my meditation. Like, that's when I can focus. That's when my stress all leaves. That's when I think about things, like when the music on the radio is turned up way loud. So whatever works for you guys.
I've never heard music so loud.
Yeah, whatever works for you, that's what you have to figure out. Some people it's meditation. Sometimes, I've tried, it stresses me out. I'm telling you, I need like loud music, okay? It's just what I need. So you have to figure out what works for you to help you kind of decompress from stress, right? Get rid of it. Focus on right there, or separate yourself enough that you can, take a deep breath and then go back into the situation, whatever it might be. So Raina says, I do that too. Jamie says, yes, music therapy. Oh, I love that I'm not alone. And Debbie said, Ellen writes so beautifully, and she shares lovely blends too. She does write so beautifully, and we love her blends. And Ellen was the main aromatherapist that worked on our chakra blends too. So she's pretty awesome. Okay, so what does this have to do with essential oils, right? There are lots of ways that you can take care of stress without using essential oils, but there are lots of ways that essential oils can be incorporated too, whether that's adding a few essential oils to your bath to help you relax more. So whatever essential oils help you relax, adding them to your bath is just going to be an added benefit. And kind of with, how to get rid of stress and what works for each person individually, that's the same with essential oils, you guys. You have to figure out what works for you. You have to play with them, use them, kind of get to know each oil and figure that out. And then as you start to incorporate those into your lives, you're going to see a huge difference, Those who have watched know that energy in the morning, instantly used in my shower, instantly wakes up all my senses. It gets me going. I love using it. Relax at night for me, or vetiver. Both of them are fantastic. It's what helps me focus my mind, because my stress comes from overthinking, right? Not letting my mind shut down. And so using relax and vetiver to kind of shut down my mind, that's what I need. Where someone else might need, something that's more for like physical overall relaxing, like lavender, but that's not enough for me. I need mental specific relaxation. to get my mind to shut off. So figuring out what works for you. The blog post, again, you can go to planttherapy.com/blog to find this blog post called 5 Natural Ways to Manage Stress. And there's lots of different essential oils in that blog post that's listed, some recipes, some blends that we already currently sell. And, you know, start with the ones that you know work for you, or just start with 1 or 2 and figure out what works best for you, because that's going to be what really makes a difference in incorporating essential oils into your life to just overall kind of balance and help you with where you're needing help. It's going to make the biggest difference when you really find what works for you and when you play around with it and get to know those oils a little bit. Lisa says she just used Joyful Creation in the car today. She needed something desperately to help her, and wow, what a change in my outlook and attitude. Oh, I love that, Lisa. That's super neat that you know, and I really think that, I don't know, like once you just find the oils that work for you, it's just like an instant, like, I don't know, knowing that if my mind's running, I know that if I use Relax, it's going to calm down. I'm going to be able to fall asleep. Like that alone just helps me not stress so much about, you know, like not being able to fall asleep. Like when you get to know these oils and you use them and you see how they're helping in your life, that alone just calms you down, because you know if there's a problem, you know, you take out your worry-free inhaler and you smell it and you know it's going to instantly calm you down. Like that's what I love about essential oils, is we connect them to different emotional experiences that we've had. And so it's just like it's an instant thing, and it's just comforting knowing that you know what works and you can go to that at any time. I love it.
Tammy J97 says that she started using Energy and it actually helps her with cravings more than Munchie Stop.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's cool. See, that's what I'm talking about. Get to know what works for you, right? Like, that's awesome. I would have never even thought to use it for that. Samantha, I think it was Samantha that said sandalwood calms her down instantly. Awesome. Elena says, I have Joyful Creation in my diffuser necklace today. Whole wood has been great at night with lavender. Cheryl says, I have so much to learn, looking forward to it. We'll keep coming back to these live videos. Cheryl, the whole point of kind of January and February is to just help our customers, you know, kind of not feel so overwhelmed with the essential oils and how to get started and the ones they have and how to use them, but just to help them with their essential oil goals for 2018 and help educate and just kind of help them just kind of like see the bigger picture and calm down a little bit and figure out, you know, how they can use their oils. And so that's kind of the point of January and February, and we hope we're accomplishing that. Okay, guys, so that's what I have for you today. I hope that there are some ideas that you can think of. Go read the blog post, because there's amazing essential oils ideas. There's some, at the end, there's a really awesome blend that I believe Ellen came up with this one, that is fantastic. Black pepper. It has cardamom, cinnamon leaf, clove bud, ginger root, CO2, and black pepper. Oh my goodness, those spices sound so good. So go check out the blog post for those ideas. Friday, it's Wednesday already today. That's crazy. So Friday is our fun Friday. What are we doing Friday?
To read headbands, questions.
Oh yeah, we're gonna play a kind of an essential oil education game, which I'm really excited about. So Friday we go live at 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time. So it's gonna be essential oil education focused, but in a fun, playful game that Paul and I are going to do on Friday. So don't forget to join Friday at 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time. I will see you guys then. Have a good night. Bye, everyone.